ليكن يومك للشعب ودادا ليكن حبك للأرض مداد.
If you are going to worship in a mosque, make sure you are embarking on the journey from your house, no matter how far it is. You are going to either the first one, Masjid al-Haram in Mecca, which is the Kaaba, or Masjid al-Nabawi in Medina, and the Masjid al-Aqsa in Jerusalem. Allahumma anfa'na bima 'allamtana wa 'allimna ma yanfa'una wa zidna ilma. This is the conclusive part of the series on Isra Walihmiraj. Now, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he saw some certain people scratching their faces with their fingers made out of metal. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked, "What is? Man haula ya Jibril?" Jibril mentioned that these people, هؤلاء الذين يأكلون لحوم الناس ويقعون في أعراضهم. These are the people that are tarnishing people's image on the surface of the earth. They are eating people's flesh. So see the punishments happening to gossipers, those who slander people, slander others. Now, proceeding on the journey, the Prophet ﷺ, he saw some certain people cutting their own lips with scissors, sharp scissors. Man haulai ya Jibril? Who are these people, Jibril? Jibril said, haulai khutaba ya'muruna an-nasa bil birri wa yansawna anfusahum wa hum yatluna al-kitaba fala ya'qilun. Now, that you see these people, they are preachers when they were on the surface of the earth. They were asking people to do what is good, enjoining them to do what is good. Wa yansawna anfusahum, but they forget themselves. They are doing what is bad. Saying, preaching with the word of Allah, but they are not doing what exactly Allah instructed us to do. So that means they are deceiving people. That is the punishment for such people. We have such scholars, such preachers in this end time we are now. May Allah save us from that. Now, as he was going, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he smelled a very nice fragrance. He asked Jibril, where is this fragrance coming from? Jibril said, oh, there is a story behind it. That is the smell of the hairdresser of the daughter of Fir'aun and her children. Jibril then narrated to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that there was a day, the hairdresser of the daughter of Fir'aun was combing Pharaoh's daughter's hair. Then the comb fell on the floor. As it fell on the floor, I tried to pick it up, said, Bismillah. Bismillah. As the daughter had this, said, do you have another Lord beside my father? Because Pharaoh was so arrogant, he called himself Lord. He called himself a Lord. That's Ana Rabbukum al-A'la. So arrogant that I am your Lord, the Supreme. And nobody dares challenge him. Then, the lady told the daughter of Pharaoh that, yes, my Lord and your Lord is Allah. Even the Lord of your father is Allah. Then Pharaoh's daughter said, this thing you are telling me, what if I report to my father? Are you comfortable with that? Said, no problem. Go and tell your father. Then the girl went to report to the father, Fir'aun Lanatullah alayhi. Fir'aun then called on to the lady, the hairdresser. Come. You said you have another Lord beside me. Walaka Rabbu ghayri. You have another Lord beside me? Said, yes. My Lord and your Lord is Allah. Fir'aun said, no problem. Now, Fir'aun instructed his soldiers to go and bring a very, very large pot. They put this large metal pot on a blazing fire. That pot was already melting. And Fir'aun instructed this woman to start putting her children into this pot one by one. Then, the woman had no choice, started throwing her children into the pot, one after the other. It was now remaining herself and a baby she was carrying. A miracle happened. She was so scared. It's not as if her faith is being shaken, but she was scared for the baby, an innocent baby. The baby spoke. One of the miracles of Allah said, Isbiri ya ummi, inna Allah qad wa'adakil jannah. Be patient, oh mother. Allah is going to give to you something great. This is not a punishment. You are entering paradise, Jannah. That is what Allah had promised you. Then, that gave this woman the courage, and she entered into this metal with the child. They all melt together. But before that, the woman told Pharaoh that, okay, after all these punishments, just make sure you collate our bodies together, myself and my children, and bury us in the same place. Pharaoh said, no problem, as long as you are dying a miserable death. Permission granted. So Pharaoh did just what he was asked to do by the woman, and they all put them together, buried them together, and that was how they all died, a whole family. Now, the fragrance the Prophet ﷺ was smelling was the fragrance, the smell of that woman and her children. So, that means that the Prophet ﷺ, he descended to the surface of the earth, and he descended right to the center of Baitul Maqdis in Jerusalem. By the way, Baitul Maqdis belongs to we Muslims. Baitul Maqdis is the third greatest holy mosque of we Muslims. A prayer offered in the Baitul Maqdis is equivalent to 250 prayers offered in other masjid. The Prophet ﷺ, he mentioned that لا تشد الرحال إلا إلى ثلاثة مساجد. Do not embark on a journey except you are embarking on 3 masjid. Don't go to any particular mosque. Maybe you are going to Pakistan or you are going to Turkey or no. If you are going to worship in a mosque, make sure you are embarking on a journey from your house, no matter how far it is. You are going to either the first one, Masjid al-Haram in Mecca, which is the Kaaba, or Masjid al-Nabawi in Medina, and the Masjid al-Aqsa in Jerusalem. So one prayer offered in Masjid al-Aqsa in Jerusalem equivalent to 250 prayers. Now, for Medina, one prayer offered in Medina is equivalent to 1,000 prayers offered elsewhere. And one single prayer offered in Haram Sharif in Mecca is equivalent to 100,000 prayers offered elsewhere. Now, regardless of whatever mess is happening in Masjid Baitul Maqdis in Jerusalem and its environs, the place belongs to we Muslims. May Allah restore peace back to that sacred place. Now, upon getting to the surface of the earth, the Prophet ﷺ reached Baitul Maqdis and he went back, proceeding on his journey back to Mecca. As he got to Mecca with Al-Buraq, he got to Mecca. When he got to Mecca, everything that he saw, he can't comprehend it. It is too much for a normal human being to comprehend. So he was now having this problem of revealing everything that has happened to people. How will they believe him? So he was so anxious. He was sitting right at the front of the Kaaba, and Abu Jahl, the enemy of Allah, was passing. As he was going, he said, my friend, you know that kind of banter. My friend, what's going on? Has anything happened again? You have revelation? The Prophet ﷺ said, yes, something happened. What happened? Said, I went to Baitul Maqdis. I went to Baitul Maqdis last night. Immediately Abu Jahl had this. You went to Baitul Maqdis last night. And you are here now. Baitul Maqdis, traveling to Baitul Maqdis is going to take like a month or two from Mecca to Jerusalem. In those days, then Abu Jahl was like, you went to Baitul Maqdis last night. Then how come you are here? You are expecting a journey of like a month's journey, another 1 month journey to come back. He said, yes. Okay. It has happened. Hayya ma'ashara bani Ka'b bani Luway. Hayya ma'ashara bani Ka'b bani Luway. Abu Jahl was mentioning, he was calling on to the people of Quraysh. Ka'b, Luway is, one of the descendants of, people of Quraysh, the fathers of Quraysh. That's why they all came. Okay, come and hear your son. Hear what he's saying. He said he went to Baytul Maqdis last night and he's here. Imagine they've not even heard about the ascension to the heavens and beyond. Then, what happened? The Prophet ﷺ was in a state of confusion. So anxious. These people have started. They want to embarrass me. And this thing actually happened. How is he going to reveal it to them? They all came. Abu Jahl said, okay, that thing you told me, tell them. Prophet ﷺ said, I went to Baytul Maqdis last night. Before everybody was like, it has happened. Again, you are used to tell us a lot of things, but this one, definitely, it's like something is happening to you mentally. Then, somebody who was very intelligent, he came out and said, Baytul Maqdis, I have been there. Can you describe how Baytul Maqdis is for us? Prophet ﷺ, he started looking, I started describing it. A place that you've just been to, within a day. He was describing it and he got confused a little bit. There is this hadith, I don't know how authentic the hadith is, says that Allah made the picture of Baytul Maqdis arrive right at the front of the Prophet ﷺ. Then he started describing Baytul Maqdis word for word, wall for wall, everything in the Baytul Maqdis. Then they were like, no, I have been to Baytul Maqdis, and this is exactly what has happened. Now, someone now said, you see, not long before now, there are some certain caravans that is meant to reach Mecca from towards that side. If truly you've been to Baytul Maqdis, those caravans you are meant to pass through those caravans. The Prophet ﷺ said, yes, those caravans, I met so and so caravan, I met so and so inside the caravan, and this is how the caravan looked like. I saw another caravan, in fact, I drank water from their caravan, and I met another caravan, it is coming through so way, and you are just going to see it very soon, passing through that way into Mecca. And they were all looking, they saw those people coming with that caravan, and they were like, wow, this is clear sorcery. If Allah doesn't want to guide someone to the right path, may Allah guide us all to the right path, you will never see something right in what is true. Then, when that happened, Abu Jahl said, no way, this is clear sorcery. It can never happen. This is magic. Then, someone now ran to Abu Bakr Siddiq. As he ran to Abu Bakr Siddiq, knocked this door, like, Abu Bakr, your friend has started again. He said he went to Baytul Maqdis and he came back today. Abu Bakr said, He said he went to Baytul Maqdis and he came back yesterday and he came back today. Within one night, yes. Even if he mentioned that something greater happened, I believe him. I believe him even without him telling me. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had this. That was the reason why they gave him the laqab as Siddiq, the truthful one. So this is the story of Isra wal Miraj, and the lessons of Isra wal Miraj. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in one night, he saw the 6th article of faith. He saw the hijab of Allah, the veil of Allah. He did not see Allah. He saw the hijab of Allah. He saw the prophets of Allah. He saw the angels. Then he witnessed the pen writing our qadar, and he saw when the prophets, when they were making conversation on the day of Qiyamah, so the articles of faith, and he also saw the angels. He saw the other prophets. So the articles of faith, everything was within one night. He saw it, which is eyes. لَقَدْ رَأَى مِنْ آيَاتِ رَبِّهِ الْكُبْرَى. That certainly, he, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he has been shown the greatest signs of his Lord. Well, we are ending this series in this episode. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر ولكم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
قدر ما كان من مجد، ولكن نحن لولاك لما شئنا اتحاد.